Hi everyone, and welcome back to this week's video. I've had a little change of scenery and moved around into the dolly section. We had a little spruce up the other day and I just thought it was lovely to share with you what the shop is about. We always love to film in the teddy area, but we thought this would be really something fresh. So if you see anybody in the background here that you would like to know more about, then why not just screenshot this video and send it to us and we can help. There are so many lovely dollies in this store: reborn babies, original pieces, silicone dolls, clay one of a kind, antique dolls, teddies, doll's house miniatures, and it is an absolute amazing experience for you, the collector. So why not come along and see us? And this exciting video is super exciting because we have just received some of our beautiful silicone babies. So this is the first in the delivery of some new babies because we're already thinking and planning ahead now for Christmas. It just flies by in retail and we know we need to get super prepared and also have them available if you're wanting to purchase one on our 5 monthly payment plan. We have just received the first in the lovely new silicone babies and I cannot wait to share these with you. This one is just adorable, a sweet full-bodied baby. So if you're wanting a full-bodied silicone that is not too large, then why not take a look at our wide choice of beautiful silicones, partial body and also the full body. Look at this beauty, isn't she adorable? Coming in around 11 inches. She's a little bit chunkier than some of the ones in the previous videos, but how adorable is this baby? So this baby is made in one full piece, so no joints on this one, and also just with the fully rooted hair and the beautiful, beautiful soft touch silicone. Can you see how lovely she is? So although she's measuring just 11 inches, she is actually quite a nice handful and a great size to start your collection. But how adorable is this one? She is so beautiful, and also the artist has created this very, very fine, sweet crocheted outfit, just also showing a little bit of her beautiful overall body too. And these ones are anatomically correct with being the full body, and this one with having the closed mouth can take the magnetic dummy too. How adorable is that? I just love the overall complete package on this one. Not only the beautiful silicone, but also the rooted hair and the very finely made outfit. Now we do have a lot of requests for the smaller silicones, but sometimes the clothing is a little bit more challenging to find, and also you're probably looking at finding somebody who can make the smaller outfits or still looking at the dolly sized outfits. But it is doable and everything is possible if you've set your heart on one of these sweet little bundles. But this one is available now in store or also at maryshortle.com. So check out all our new silicones on there. But I'm going to move on now to the other really lovely ones that we've arrived here that we can share with you. Oh my goodness, we absolutely love working with the European artists who create these magnificent silicone dolls for us. This one coming in at 15 inches, so quite a good size also for dressing. But how adorable is this face? This face is from the very wonderful artist Nellie. You can always tell her expressions, they're just absolutely gorgeous. And again with the super, super soft vinyl, they're fully posable and just absolutely mold in your hands as well. These ones have got the gorgeous curly rooted hair, and look at her expression. She's absolutely full of character, isn't she? Look at the movement there also on the head and the overall movement of the overall baby. She is so, so true to life with magnificent detail, and the touch of these babies, they are so super, super soft. They're absolutely magnificent. So again, check out the different sizes as well we have in the full silicone and also the partial. Now with the full silicone babies, they are quite a lot heavier than the partial ones. So the partial meaning that it has a soft middle body, so a cloth body, and then silicone head, arms and legs. But with the full silicone, it does make a lot of difference to the weight of the baby. So if you're ready to invest in one of these full-bodied babies. You can have so much fun with them. They're really lovely, and I like the way that this outfit just complements the whole overall image of this very true to life newborn baby girl. But isn't she gorgeous? She's absolutely beautiful. So again, with the full silicone, they are anatomically correct, so they are definitely a little boy or a little girl body, but with the partial, they are just dressed in the colors that you prefer them to be dressed into, so that it's a little bit more easier if you're wanting to have different colorways and different wardrobes for your babies. But how beautiful. I just love this one very much. I think she's absolutely gorgeous. She even has a little bit of fluff. I've literally just unpacked these from their blankets, so they do need a little bit of careful wiping down, as they've come a long way and the fluff has stuck to them from the blanket. I'm just going to go and wipe them down now. But how beautiful. Now, if you do own a silicone doll and you can see there's some little shiny patches appearing, that's often just from handling the doll, and the oils from your skin can transfer. So we would always recommend using a matting powder just to bring your baby back up to perfect condition as well. But of course, the whole idea of having these dolls is to handle them and really enjoy them as part of the whole overall collecting experience. So never fear if you see that happening. I mean, even now they've been wrapped in the blanket, I'm just going to pop a little bit of matting powder onto the limbs so they look absolutely perfect again. But always, you know, be sure to enjoy your collection and never be afraid of really handling it. And also, I mean, obviously gently, you know, these are artist creations. There's a lot of work in creating any of these, and many hours of love and passion is put into the overall finished product. So we would always say handle any baby with care, but of course definitely enjoy them. They really are bundles of joy, and opening any delivery here is super exciting. Receiving deliveries every single day at the minute from all different types of dolls, but with great anticipation of receiving the silicone dolls, as these probably take the longest to make from the artists that we work with. This one, as you can see, is quite a bit larger, coming in a lovely face from the late Ellie Knoops, but just magnificent. So a little bit like the Luca sculpt, but the difference with this one is the slightly more apart lips and the tongue as well, that you can see inside the mouth. Can you see there? The camera picked that up, just how lovely, and also with the slightly bigger eyes. So this one is a partial silicone, so again with the silicone limbs and the soft middle body. Let me just lift her out of this blanket. So again, I've just unpacked the baby, so I need to just gently spray and brush the hair to bring it up to full beauty. But just to show you the overall finish of this magnificent silicone too, and also the movement with the heavy head and the soft body, it really gives it lovely movement. I like this one. I think she's very finely featured, beautiful fine hands as well. Look at how lovely the hands are. Oh my gosh, they're so lovely with the separate fingers, which just have so much detail and movement in them. This is a really beautiful sculpt and is available with us here or at maryshortle.com. So if you are planning on having one of these gorgeous silicone babies in your collection, then we certainly have a great choice here for you to choose from. And at the minute, we have silicone full body dolls, obviously just petite ones from around £375. So if you're just wanting to start out in the world of silicone, moving on from the reborn, then we're certainly worth checking out. There are many scam sites at the minute out there that are advertising dolls as silicone, and this is not the case. They use these images and then they will sell them as silicone, and what you receive is often a reborn baby. So just be really aware, if it appears too cheap, then you will probably more than likely be scammed. For those of you who are not aware of all the sites out there, if you go to my previous videos, you can check out a list on there of websites that you need to be wary of. But it's always lovely to be able to showcase original artist work here on our channel and just show you, can you just see there how floppy that baby is. You've really got to handle them just like a real newborn baby, and I think that's the appeal. The movement of these dolls is second to none. I'm going to move on now and actually see what else I can show you. I'm so excited to have these beauties back in our store. Oh, we're so in love with our silicone babies, and we know so many of you already adopt, maybe not even one piece, but sometimes more, and are so happy with what you receive. Another one that I've just unpacked, so please excuse the hair because it needs a nice mist of water spray and then a very soft brush just to make her look so cute. But she is adorable. Again, a lovely fine featured baby with the partial silicone, so with the soft body, very nice and flexible. Look at that there, absolutely adorable. Now this one, she's lovely actually to get hold of. She's around 18 inches and she's just a really sweet, slim, very slender baby, but what a great expression. She looks a little bit whimsical there as well. And this one has the magnetic dummy. So for those of the silicone dolls that have the closed mouth, often, not always, they can take the magnetic dummy, which is nice, so your baby can have a dummy and be displayed with or without, which is lovely. So obviously you can have different sort of magnetic dummies depending on how you want to style her, but she is very adorable. And again, excuse the bit of fluff because I've just unpacked her from her blanket, and we will just wipe her down and put some little matting powder on her, and she's going to go display in the cabinets in the store. So if you are thinking to come and visit and have a look at one of these dolls, you're very welcome. We're open here Monday to Saturday 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. They are a big investment, so we always like to think that if you are able to come to the store, but for those of you who aren't, then of course we have our great website and they are available on there too. Now we do sell many silicone dolls, and I receive wonderful messages, emails, letters even, and sweet cards to say how adorable they are and how pleased you are with your purchase. So thank you so much. And so many of you are waiting for this new delivery too, so here they are. I hope you love those. But what I thought would be nice to include in this video was how this all starts. So of course, when you're producing a silicone baby like this, there is always an original sculpt from the artist that is then obviously made into a mold and then poured in the silicone. Also the same with the reborning process. So here we have the wonderful latest dolls, the clay sculpts, the one-of-a-kind sculpts from the most amazing artist, Nellie. I mean, I know if you watch my videos how much I love working with Nell and her family. And yes, she has just sent me the most beautiful, oh my gosh, look at these. I asked if she was happy to create them in the handmade fine Angora wool knitted outfits. So definitely has not disappointed. I've got quite a few and they're all magnificent. So this one coming in around 16 inches is a one-of-a-kind handmade creation by the wonderful artist Nellie. We adore Nell and we just love working with her, and we're so fond of her sculpts too, and we love the fact that these original pieces are still, you know, available, and we're so lucky to be able to work with her for over 40 years and sell her magnificent work. So this is the first in the new collection. This has the darker brown eyes and the very dark hair, so looking a little bit different to the last ones that were also quite quickly adopted. So check out these are going to be added also to the website for you to feast your eyes on. If you want an original piece of artist work, then these ones come very highly recommended, as the detail on them is just magnificent. So that is the first one in the new collection that has just arrived here. It's quite hard, isn't it, because we have like our own team of artists that are working in our nursery, like full-time, producing the most amazing reborn dolls, and then naturally we also love to work with other artists and like one-of-a-kind creations and silicone dolls and fashion dolls and all types of dolls that we also love to have in store for the avid collector. and just to be able to keep that momentum up of having a lot of different dolls to be able to offer you. In fact, I was looking through some clothing this morning. I do tend to get up very, very early in the morning, like 4:30, 5 o'clock, and my mind is always ticking and thinking about the new ideas for the store and some new creations that we can create. And I was thinking about clothing and different styles of clothing and very traditional clothing, and then I was thinking, oh my gosh, we can actually create a lovely new collection based around these clothes. So keep posted, because in the next 6 to 8 weeks we are planning a really fabulous new collection, which is going to be something a little bit extra special. So yeah, definitely worth subscribing to this channel and making sure you're first to know about our new collections. But here we have the second beautiful 16-inch one-of-a-kind clay sculpt from Nellie. Now with the clay sculpts, with them being a little bit more delicate, they're not really to be played with in the same way as a reborn doll, and they are more a collector's item to have on display, even keep in a pram or a cabinet just for your own pleasure. But look at her, isn't she gorgeous? I just don't think the camera does them the full justice. These dolls are absolutely beautiful. Look at the work. I mean, these take a long time to make, and we say to Nell, just keep going, you know, just keep making the dolls. We will have them whenever they're ready, just so we can have them in our store. But again, a beautiful fine organza knitted outfit as well. But isn't that lovely? They've got the weighted body too, so they're quite a heavy doll. But I just love the fact that they've been completely handcrafted and hand created, so no molds are used for these at all. This is literally in the hands of the artist. How gorgeous is this one too? Little bit smaller this one, but super cute too. An ash blonde in the lovely mint green with the brown eye. Very signature Nellie face there. Look at that little expression, how gorgeous. Probably coming in, I would say, around 15 inches. A beautiful body feel and weight too. But loving the ash blonde hair actually. I know Nell does a lot of darker haired babies, but this one works really well. The mohair is actually hand rooted into the head, so again, so much work, and the handmade outfit just makes it such a complete special little treat, doesn't it? Another one, I think actually this one we've had in the cabinet, might have been showcased, I'm not sure if this is a new one or not. I unpacked them the other day and I put them in the cabinet for safety, and I can't remember now because I just get so excited about things arriving. Can't wait to get them unpacked. So this one is also very adorable, probably around 15 inches too, in the beautiful fine blue with the brown eyes and the brown hair. How gorgeous is this baby? Look at that face. That is the sweetest expression. And again, these actually just mold to you, so they do feel very realistic, and the weighted bottom as well. It's just absolutely a dream baby. But I love the fact, I just love original work, and I often talk on here a lot about original teddy artists and just things. I love the fact it's all being completely hand created. That is true skill and true passion from any artist that can create something as unique and as special as this. How beautiful is this one? Now moving on to something a little bit smaller, which are just adorable. Are you ready for these? Oh my goodness, are you ready for these little bundles? How beautiful is this one, with the dark brown eyes and the darker hair, look, all hand rooted, and the fine clothing, completely original. These ones come in around 10 inches, and these are just a perfect starting point for your collection if you're wanting to look at artist original pieces. Look at that, they even flop like a little baby. These are definitely a premature size, but they also look really adorable under the arms of your larger dolls too. Or if you have a traditional miniature size pram and looking for that perfect miniature baby, then these are just the one for you. How beautiful. I love that one. That is absolutely gorgeous. And also in the dark grey clothing, it looks different. It just gives it a new feel as well. So that is the first one. I've got 3 of these new miniature ones. Oh my gosh, which one shall I choose first? I'm gonna choose this sweet one. So this is an adorable little girl, but wearing blue with the lovely blue eyes. It really, really compliments her. How sweet is she? So these can be gently positioned and obviously, you know, posed if you're wanting to have them laid on a little cushion, or even sitting up. They're fine to sit up too. But how beautiful is she? I love her. She's got a slightly sort of more round face with a really, really pleasant expression. But again, I love this little miniature knitted dress with all the buttons down the back there and the sweet little beret as well. That one is just beautiful too. I'm really impressed with the ones that have just arrived. I mean, I'm always impressed because they're always so lovely, but sometimes it's just personal preferences to what you feel you prefer as well, because the blue eyes and the blue outfit, that really works well for me, and I think that one is absolutely gorgeous. But I'm loving the brown eyed dolls. I mean, I am a big collector of brown eyed dolls myself, so I like all types of dolls, to be honest, but I'm very, very in love with brown eyes and blonde hair, and that's often a combination you don't see as much. So I try to convince myself that my collection is slowing down because there's not as many available, but that's just rubbish. It doesn't happen, and if I see something I like, I just can't resist but adopt it and take it home. Oh my gosh, a little white blonde one here in the beautiful, can you see that Angora mohair wool there? How lovely is that? Now that's like the babies that were dressed in the 1950s. Very, very traditional, a little bit old-fashioned, but it works so well on these creations. Look at that one. So again, this one's coming in around 10 inches, but it's a really nice handful actually. It's a perfect size, and again, that very signature Nelda Man face. Love the white blonde too actually. So there you go, look, new silicone babies to share with you, and also the beautiful Nelda Man one-of-a-kind pieces. Thanks so much for watching this video, and we just get so many lovely comments on how much you enjoy seeing all our wonderful latest delights here. We are at the minute actually receiving pallet after pallet of Spanish dolls, because we've bought early because a lot of the Spanish factories closed now due to the heats for 3 weeks, so then that can delay things a little bit. So the deliveries are coming in fast and furious, and I will be back on here showcasing some great ideas for Christmas too, and also some bumper deal packages. Now what we've decided to do is we will be continuing with these 2 lovely videos every week on this channel, but we're also going to be doing small feature videos on our Facebook and Instagram page, just actually showcasing individual products. So if there is something that you are wanting to think about maybe to purchase and you're wanting a little detailed video, then why not send us a message or an email, and we can certainly work through your request. But in the meantime, come and visit us here. York is glorious at the minute, and the sun is certainly shining, and we cannot wait to meet you in our store. Thanks so much for watching this video. It means the absolute world to us.